Hello to all of my wonderful Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy October 31st. I was about to say October 21st. Today's October 31st. For those of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween to you. Happy blue moon, happy retrograde. Everything is happening right now, right? So listen, Geminis, your ruling planet Mercury is retrograde right now, and so your ruling planet actually is called the messenger planet, right? Not surprisingly, right? Because the thing that Geminis are known for, it's actually yours and Virgo's planet, ruling planet. But since we're talking about Geminis right now, we'll get to Virgos shortly. It's called the messenger planet, and it really governs how you communicate, like how you express yourself. You know, whether you express yourself in words or in writing, it's how you reason and also how you analyze things, right? What people like most about you all Geminis is your responsiveness. So Geminis really don't have a problem communicating unless, because they're an air sign, unless they feel restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? That's just one thing. It could be a number of other things as well. This is a time for you Geminis that a lot of you all are either bringing closure to relationships. It could be a love relationship, family relationship, platonic, or whatever. Or you all are resurrecting some relationships from long ago. So some of you all may be going back to the past and resurrecting some old friendships from like back in the neighborhood and, you know, old colleague relationships or whatever, right? But just know that there are a lot of there are other planets that are retrograde right now that are also going through their changes as well, right? And retrograde just simply means that a planet is still moving forward, but it's moving forward at a slower pace, right? So Mars is retrograde. That's Aries and Scorpios, one of their planets, and that's that during that time you have Aries and Scorpios who are really trying to push through their emotions right now. They're planning and setting intentions to be successful right now. You have Neptune that's retrograde right now. That's Pisces planet. That's you know, they're starting to kind of sort of really see things for what they really are, not with the rose-colored glasses on. And then Uranus is retrograde. That's Aquarius's ruling planet. And so that's a time that people are starting to really look inward and kind of examining their you know, their need for independence. And so a lot is going on right now. And so if you have any of those signs in your placement chart, your natal chart, your birth chart, using those terms interchangeably, then you're going through a lot right now. So, but like I said, your ruling planet Gemini is retrograde right now. We're talking about your sun sign is retrograde right now. And so that is the messenger planet. So like I said, a lot of Geminis are moving on away from relationships and have been contemplating some things for quite some time now. So let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Geminis as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, and also in areas of creativity and emotions. What information do we have from our wonderful Geminis? What information do we have from our wonderful Geminis? What information do we have from our wonderful Geminis? Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are celebrating a lot of things right now. A lot of emotions attached to a lot of things right now. So, Geminis, I just want you all to be gentle with yourselves, you know. Just stand in your power, stand in your greatness unapologetically. You know, if it's time to move on, it's time to move on. But I don't want you all to do this. I don't want you to sabotage yourselves anymore. If you're in relationships, and again, we're not always talking about romantic relationships, right? This is the Eight of Swords. Let's see if we can get in close. See how this person, everything is clear on this side, but here they self-sabotage. That's what this means. They're craving freedom. That's what these birds mean, right? Really craving freedom. And that's why they're in bondage. And so if for any reason you all feel like your growth is stifled, I need you all to really tap into your divine masculine. And again, by default, Gemini's air signs are divine masculine duality. It doesn't matter if you identify as a man or woman. Your energy is direct and is straightforward, right? And so you are a very energetic person when you're vibrating at your highest frequency, and you are an action-oriented person, right? So there's no need to be like this, self-sabotage. I just want to say that to you, Gemini, is that at all. If you feel like something is not right in a relationship, it's time to speak up and say something. But the first order of business is to nurture yourselves. Like, have a real long, deep heart talk with yourself and say, is this what I really, really want? If not, just be very be vocal to the people in your life. You know, especially people who love you and care about you. You know, it's time to have a sit down and have a real heart-to-heart, honest conversation. But this is the High Priestess card, right? The High Priestess card is, see this moon up here? Third eye is open. You can really, really see things for what what it really is. You know, your intuition is heightened right now, right? Divine goddess energy. You have this healing energy. You are right now developing your gifts and talents in the spiritual realm, right? If there's any, excuse me, if there's any secrets that need to be revealed, your intuition is telling you those secrets, right? Because you are developing your talents. So start trusting your intuition. It's not going to steer you wrong, Gemini. I want you to know that. You know, what's interesting is that when relationships come to an end, again, I'm not talking about simply romantic relationships. I'm talking about sometimes family relationships. You've been close with family members for a long time, and that relationship is coming to an end. You know, it's heartbreaking. It's really, really heartbreaking. But to get to the heart of the matter, because this right here means a person's heart is broken, but it also means getting to the heart of the matter. Three of Swords. Getting to the heart of the matter. The truth of the matter is sometimes people choose to ascend, and sometimes people choose to descend, and sometimes people don't choose to go anywhere. They just want to remain. You know what I'm talking about, Gemini. You ever meet people that's like from your old neighborhood, and you go back around, the same people are just hanging out on the corner. They're still doing what they did, or wherever you grew up in a rural or country or city life or whatever. People are just still hanging out. They're not really moving. They're not gone anywhere. You have traveled the world. You've gotten married. You've had a couple of kids. You got a family, significant other, whatever, partner, whatever. And they're just kind of still there. Those people they just stayed right there where you've ascended, right? Or those people who have really just gone downhill, they have descended. So there's really no room on your frequency for them unless they ascend to where you are. But you're feeling really good about life. You no longer feel like you're in bondage anymore. And again, it's not always the other person, because that person can't force you to do anything that you don't really want to do. They don't have any control over you, just like you don't have any control over them. You're shining bright. This card is attached to the Aquarius. This is attached to the Leo. Both are fixed signs, right? Both are stars. The sun we know is a star, by the way. And so revelations are coming to you fast and quick, right? Not only at night, they come into you during the day. You're just feeling really good about life now. You just feel like you made the right decision. To some degree, for some of you all feeling a little like, maybe things could have been done differently, but nevertheless, this is where you are right now, the Knight of Wands. Really, really feeling good. You were able to get to the heart of the matter. You no longer feel like you're in bondage. And again, that's no slight on the other person or persons. Like I said, it could be family members. A lot of times, a lot of you all have decided, you know what? This favorite cousin of mine, this best friend that I grew up with, we're just not on the same sheet of music anymore. And I need to just move on, right? And whatever the relationship is, it's not always a romantic relationship. I just need to call that out, because a lot of times when I say relationships, people are like, oh my God, relationship. That's right, I just broke up with somebody. It's not always that. Okay, you could have broken up with a favorite cousin. You could have broken up with a best friend. You could have broken up with the person you used to be. Because remember, we're talking about relationships, even including with yourself. You could have broken up with the person you used to be. All right. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, these are good. Okay. Now, what's interesting, now talking about romantic situations, let's look at this moon card. We know that we have a blue moon, right? Today is October 31st, blue moon. Don't forget to put your crystals out, by the way. This means trusting your intuition. This is attached to the Pisces, by the way. And it also means trusting your intuition, and also it means a tricky love affair. So for some of you, you all just got out of a situation where it felt like it was a tricky love affair, really. to some degree. And that could have been something that you were going back and forth with. So I need you to be patient with yourself and be patient with this healing process of your heart being broken, right? I need you to just be patient with this process. Again, I want to reiterate something, because a lot of times, okay, this is the hangman. This is attached to patient, your patience. A lot of times people think, oh, good, I'm out of this relationship, or the person on the receiving end of you breaking up with them, whether friend, cousin, lover, whatever, is like, what did I do wrong? They could have at least come out and told me. Now, I want you all to know that Geminis are the communicators of the Zodiac. They do not have a problem communicating. But if for some reason they feel like you're coming at them with a barrage of questions or barrage of this or accusations or whatever, sometimes it's really, really hard for them to just like, hold on, just let me just grab a hold of something and before I respond. So again, not giving anybody any way out, but again, their ruling planet being retrograde, they had to make some decisions. It was a long and arduous path for them. They had to make some decisions. Doesn't mean that it's anybody's fault in particular. I think I said this one time in another reading. Sometimes two good people really aren't good for each other. So just be great on your own, right? And so this is a long, arduous path or road for the Gemini, but you have gained a lot of wisdom along the way. And so you're coming into the tail end of this healing process. You no longer feel bound. You no longer feel like this self-sabotage right here. You no longer feel like this. You feel like this person right here. Let me see if I can get in close. You feel like this person. Things are a lot clearer for you. Like I said, you've gotten to the heart of the matter of what was going on. This is how you're starting to feel, with this childlike exuberance, right? I guess I have to reiterate, and I keep reiterating, that it may not even be the other person that caused you to come to this conclusion. I keep trying to tell people how powerful these planets are. These luminaries and these planets are extremely powerful. One day a person could come home and say, listen, you know what? I no longer want to be best friends with my favorite cousin that I've known since 3. We used to play in a blow-up pool in the front yard together. And I just, I've just outgrown that relationship, with my favorite cousin or, a childhood friend. We've been together since we've been like ride or die our whole lives. And just something is just off about it. I want to go here. They want to either stay here or they want to, descend. You all are great at your mental dexterity is awesome. Very, very powerful, very intellectual people. And so look at this person walking a tightrope. Let me see if we can get this to focus. Okay, this person is walking a tightrope, right? Also reading a book. These light bulbs represent all these ideas. These birds represent freedom, hair blowing in the wind. You're just really, really just, really about your business, and doing it very, very well. You've gotten refocused, okay? 6 of Wands, and you're victorious. You're just feeling really, really good about life, right? You feel like you have taken your power back since ending some relationships. And again, while it doesn't always feel great to end relationships, it was a long and arduous road, long and arduous path. So I want people to understand. So if you were on the receiving end of a breakup with a Gemini, just understand, one, their planet has a whole lot, their ruling planet has a whole lot to do with it. This is not giving anybody a free pass, because it's true. The ruling planet has a whole lot to do with it. But at the same time, just understand that, okay, you have to stand in your power too. Just like the Gemini decided, okay, I'm going to take my power back and stand in my power. You too, if you're on the receiving end of of a relationship ending with a Gemini, is you taking your power back as well. And so when people leave our lives, there's something that the universe is trying to protect both parties from, right? And you don't always need to know what that protection is from, but something that the universe is trying to protect everybody from. So just allow it to just happen. All right. Let's see what else we have here in these oracle cards. Let's see, and let's see. Yes, just be patient with this whole healing process. Time. Yes. Time is the doorway to your healing. Give yourself some time. It's a very pivotal point in your life right now. Like I said, a lot of people are coming out of tricky love situations where they feel like, you know what? I've been sabotaging myself the whole time. And for the person on the receiving end, it may feel like you've been wearing a mask. But for you, it's been a long and arduous path. And since releasing that relationship, and moving on, you just feel great again. Your intuition is heightened. You just feel like a star. You just feel good again. But yeah, just give yourself some time to heal. Like I said, it's a very pivotal point in your life right now. Your ruling planet is retrograde, and your ruling planet will be retrograde until November 3rd. What's today? Today is the 31st. I did say that it's like I said, happy October 31st. And for some people who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. But you have a few more days, for this before your planet goes station direct again. And I want you all to just be gentle with yourselves moving forward. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Have a great day. Bye.